Sweat Equity Podcast and streaming show Pragmatic Entrepreneurial Advice with dick jokes. I'm your host, Lost Smith, sitting to my right, on your left, on your screen, Eric Reginger.
All over, baby.
Hashtag girthyroi, hashtag 69B2B, hashtag Sweat Equity. This episode is brought to you by Warby Parker. WarbyParkerTrial.com/sweat gets you 5 free pairs of eyeglasswear, sunglasswear, prescription, non-prescription. Try on at home. Try on at home.
To try on. They don't just send them to you for free.
You pick them out.
You gotta send some back.
I got a big horse head. I pick them all out. I got them sent to me.
Goes on the website, choose your animal, horse. Send them over.
I said, John Alloway, horse face. Fucking, what looks the best for me? And I got 5 pairs. Wore them in the office. Asked all the ladies in the office. I go, hey, how do these look? They go, you look stupid in all of them. So I sent them all back. I didn't know how to do it. Now they have it. You can filter by your face type.
Right.
They didn't have that in 2015 when I was doing it.
Monkey
Warby
face.
Parker.
Horse face.
WarbyParkerTrial.com/sweat. 5 free pairs to try on at home. Pick them out. Have a little runway. Make it a little fun in the household.
Sure.
Tuck your dick in between your legs and walk down the hallway with a full-length mirror.
Put a pair of sunglasses on your balls.
Exactly.
Hilarious.
That's what we're doing in the COVID era. Wow. Warby Parker, WarbyParkerTrial.com/sweat. 5 free pairs to try on at home. That hooks this show up, which gets this show to be better overall because we reinvest. Our other sponsors, ExpressVPN.
Give me money.
Try expressvpn.com/sweat. Gets you 3 months free off an annual subscription. Roan, the fanciest of fancy adult athletic wear. Adult athletic wear.
Be better than your friends. Look down on them.
Go to the
badass sports gear.
Go to the link, tryroan.com/sweat. 20% off using the link or the promo code BRIDGE20. Grasshopper, try grasshopper.com/sweat. Gets you $75 off an annual plan for your business phone line. Don't be a jabroni with a Google Voice number for your side hustle or your business. And FreshBooks, go freshbooks.com/sweat. Gets you 30-day free trial on a accounting software that you get direct deposits the next day. Whoa! That's a lot. We got Joshua Kennedy.
Oh, you bastard. You remembered.
Damn it. From Imagine Affiliate
I'm
Marketing.
sure you weren't going to remember to say his name.
Yeah, and he brought his
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
His new employee on, Logan, that looks like he's the lead singer of the Crash Test Dummies. Fucking nailed it. Or Collective Soul, or Pearl Jam in the 90s. You guys are going to love it if you watch this on video, which is on YouTube, Facebook.
Your mom's house.
Yep, that's another podcast. Vimeo, LinkedIn, iTunes, Apple Podcasts if you want to listen, Spotify, Laughable app, and if you don't want
Maps.
if you don't want to hit our sponsors, just subscribe, rate, review.
Give me money.
Just if you see us, just
Give me money.
do that.
Fuck, we got to do what hot girls do on all the dating apps. We need to make our own Venmo so people can send us stuff.
Yeah.
Let's get it going.
Okay.
Hotty toddy.
What about my sweat equity? Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?
So, our ongoing series with you, or once a month, we're like your period.
Who?
Huh?
Who? It's
Joshua.
a podcast, jackass. Tell the audience who we're talking about.
We're going to record the intro after this.
I know, but you say that and then you don't do it.
Yeah,
you
well,
don't
I was going to
say
do it. I got it.
You say that. You weren't going to do it, though. Happened a bunch of times.
Maybe
we
Eric
are
and I need to
hard
take it
asses
aside.
about the production side of things, maybe.
All right. Joshua Kennedy.
Oh.
Imagine. What's the website I sent him to?
Imagine-affiliate.com.
Okay. And your associate that I just met 2 minutes
Logan.
before.
Yeah, Logan Giroux.
All right. Right
like
on.
a hockey player.
Yeah. I did play hockey at anyway.
Let's go.
I was gonna say you look like a '90s
Front of a fantasy romance novel.
something like that. I'm thinking PCU. If you've ever
Pop
seen
that shirt
movie.
off. See what he's working with. What do you say?
Yeah, what's going on? Those are the real NHL playoffs. Your pecs, yeah. No, but look,
He's a pet guy.
I'm a pet guy. Can't help
Popcorn
it.
muscles.
Well, look, from one white guy
Real
with long
strength.
hair to the next, we welcome you. I hope it doesn't recede like mine is right now, where I'm starting to look like Craig T. Nelson from Coach. If you ever watch that sitcom, but it's gonna get there. It's all right.
That's good.
Yeah, maybe Elon Musk.
That made me too happy. I don't know why that made me so happy.
Elon Musk figured it out for himself. Maybe he'll that'll be one of his things. Have y'all ever seen the before and after when Elon Musk was PayPal
Yeah.
and like basically almost hair is all gone, and then now,
Yeah, he Neuralinked it, told his brain to grow more hair. It's easy.
Why can't he unleash that to everybody? Whatever he did,
He's trying.
that should be. Look, flamethrowers are great, and ventilators. We didn't really need them. It turns out.
Yeah. Well, dude, have you seen the robot they had to build to implant the Neuralink brain thing?
No, it scares
It's
me.
like a crazy, super accurate robot that'll shoot the thing into your brain.
Would y'all, if y'all were offered, would you ever do the Neuralink?
I would need to know more about it for sure.
No,
don't
Elon
know.
Musk doesn't tell you shit. He just walks up to you and he goes,
You get to know nothing about it.
"Do you want to do it or not?" Like he just does it in that creepy kind of. Doesn't have a South African accent, really.
Weird. I don't know. I think I'd have to go no.
You'd be the first one to get it. No, no one.
I'd have to go no. No, it kind of creeps me out a little bit.
Well, y'all
like
have a
super-
bright future ahead of you. Maybe that's why.
Yeah. We're both like, sign me up.
True as well. I don't need to take any high risk stuff like that, you know?
Well, y'all look like you're living you're in Asheville right now. Right?
Yeah.
Looking for a new location for the business. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Filling it out.
What made you want to leave the hot spot of coronavirus of Florida?
Well, because he's in Florida, I'm in Rhode Island for the most part. So he and I have been talking for, I don't know, 2 years now at this point?
Yeah.
We met back at a conference in California, and Aubrey Marcus is a podcaster as well.
Uh-huh.
He was in a full suit and tie, and I was barefoot in a rainbow colored shirt.
That's how I want to imagine you. Yeah, with a hacky sack.
But we just
typecast very well.
yeah, we just we continued talking. I was still in school doing computer science stuff. He was talking about how he wanted to start this business. I was like, hey man, I'm down for that because I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do after school. And we just kept talking. He was starting this. I was kind of like a little cheerleader, yeah, let's do it. And now I'm actually starting to understand what the business model is. And we're just kind of thinking if we got together, there'd be a little bit more energy there for it to take off, sort of thing. So that's what we're doing here.
Yeah. Well, look, Asheville. I've heard. I haven't ever been there. I've heard it's one of those one of those really great cities that isn't it's kind of like Austin 20 years ago though, kind of thing.
I don't know.
Well, it's not as Austin blew up. Denver blew up. Nashville's blown up, and they're beyond the capacity of the city that it was made for. So those cities are starting to become really hard to actually live there because it's expensive.
Yeah. So are you guys looking to move home base to Asheville? Is that the deal, or are you just kind of meeting up down there? Up there.
We're tossing the idea around.
Yeah, I'm thinking a southern city. I'm thinking maybe Charleston, Asheville, something like that. Maybe even Greenville. So taking a little tour of the area, and then we're kind of feeling it out. I don't think I want a huge metro area yet, but I'm sure if I did, maybe Austin would be up there as one of the cities.
I think one thing that this whole pandemic is definitely really shining through is that you don't need to. I think it's going to become more commonplace that you don't really need to be in the area.
I was gonna say why. Why are you why? Just so that the movie.
I love Tampa, St. Pete, but I've been there for my entire life. I'm just ready to get to try to have a scenery. And because our organization will probably be always remote, even regardless of how big it gets or whatever. is that I'm free, and we're still, so we're not limited at all by location, doesn't seem. I don't really have any B2B stuff in Tampa going on that's keeping me there. So
Okay, so it's more of a life decision than a business decision.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think something that he and I both connect on is that we want to be able to travel a lot and kind of be able to move and pick up and go place to place. So at least from my perspective right now, like I just quit my job. I was selling appliances after I graduated. My perspective is kind of like, this is something I want to be doing with him. And it's kind of hard to get a business off the ground totally virtually. I think we could, once we kind of get a nice platform established and we kind of know our roles and know how we're going to be working things out, then we can split off. But at least for me right now, I think we need to kind of have the sharing of the physical space in order to like build that foundation so that we can move out.
And
really.
Definitely.
Y'all have your own COVID bubble, I guess. And you're not worried that, like, how many people are in the? You guys look like you're in a startup house right now, essentially.
So I wish they were contributing that much. To be honest, they give us some shelter, and that's about it. We've got. I think there's probably 7 people here right now, but I think 4 girls live here. Maybe 3 girls live here full time. Yeah. I was connected from one of them from St. Pete, and then they just got. Of course, like I said, as soon as we're trying to start.
You're connected.
Yeah. Well, we should probably check that out. We'll fly up. The Allegiant goes straight there, I think. Allegiant Airlines, the shittiest airline. But yeah, 4 girls. That doesn't sound bad. But, I mean, that's fun though. Like I'm envious that you guys look. You look very hopeful.
What's stopping you?
Later. No, it's one of those things where I'm looking at y'all and I feel I'm getting that vibe of like when I was in my 20s, you're just like excited to get that thing going.
Stupid.
Yeah. And we're happy with being stupid right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Entertained.
You enjoy it.
You have that luxury, right? I mean, like a bit, you can make
a bit. Yeah. I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, dude. Envious. Sorta, not really. I don't know. I did plenty of that, not necessarily.
You're
my
saying it like a
personality.
guy that didn't have plenty of that?
Well,
like,
I mean, I'm just saying,
plenty
like,
of that.
it's not necessarily my thing. Whatever. We can move on. We don't need to. You guys want to talk about this more?
No,
Let's get into my psychology.
So
let's break it down.
No, I just think it's interesting, kind of where y'all are at position wise. Last we talked to Joshua, it was like, you had solidified 2 or 3 clients, I think, off my memory, and things are going well. If anybody's listening and wants to go back and listen, I think this is fun to do once a month to see the progress as you're going. And it looks like, there's something to be said about scalability in remote teams. And so I'm looking at this COVID era. I'm not that great at 100% being virtual. I like being around people. For better or worse, it's a good contagious energy.
He always shows up at my house.
And I got COVID. I just cough on him.
He shows up when he's hungry and he eats the food.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Takes a nap. Dad move.
Look, this is the frat house over here. They've got one in Asheville. It works out.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, my thing is like, I think a lot of people are going. I think a lot of business articles are coming out that are like, a lot of people can be working from home. A lot of employees. It's like, no shit. Anybody under 40 kind of knew that. But I think on the other side of that, I think there's something to be said that you need that interaction. So it looks like y'all are kind of going against that grain of right now, at least in the new normal, of you see the value of y'all being around each other right now in the startup, or I shouldn't say startup, like maybe the emerging growth phase, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so right now y'all are focusing on making the playbook scalable, I'm guessing. Is that what?
Yeah, right. Because I to be honest, like my strong suit when I was working internally for companies was always growth. But I was able, the relationship side of things, the strategy side, the campaign side, or whatever, I got it, I understood it, I could do it. But my weakness a little bit was on the structural side of it, right? And the system side of it. So that's one thing before, because like right now I'm kind of maxed out with the amount of clients. We've got about 6 websites that we're working with, maybe and then like probably 8 within the next month or so. So we're pretty much maxed out as far as manpower. It's just more about, like you said, getting that systems in place so it can be scalable. And so, while we have the time to do it right now, we do it.
Yeah. I mean, your time spent, half of your brain is in business development side and bringing in business always, and the other half is on the ops side, and that's just how it is running an agency. And so, the one thing, if this helps, I like to use a whiteboard app called Miro, Miro. Not a sponsor of ours, but what I like about it is it's easy to kind of share these whiteboards that are almost endless, really. But you can do mind maps on them. You can get a lot of kind of old school models, Gantt charts, whatever you want, to have this living document of a playbook. Especially when like you can do a whiteboard right now while y'all are together, but it might help to take the actual physical one, put it in the digital form, and then y'all can keep growing to it. So I don't know.
And to be kind of specific, exactly what we're doing right now, it's like right now I'm choosing a CRM. So I think one of the two that I'm looking at right now are going to be ActiveCampaign and Salesforce. But I know some of the issues. Salesforce is robust and has all the functionality and stuff, but that people say Warning is just like a little bit expensive. I think it's like $25 a user. I don't know how big we're going to get, so it may not be that expensive. But I don't know if you guys have used ActiveCampaign at all or have any contacts that do, but that one seems like kind of a good solution.
Salesforce was the first CRM I ever used.
Yeah, I've used Salesforce. That's it, though. A little clunky, I thought. I mean, it's a whole.
Well, they've scaled it back. I heard.
Well, maybe I don't know. When I did it, it was like looking through an encyclopedia of stuff. There were so many things to choose from. It was very complicated.
Yeah, well, they're like the most expensive. They're the biggest like CRM as you get into it. Kind of like HubSpot for inbound marketing. You can kind of start out and piecemeal it, but then like it can become like you get locked in. They want you to become a zealot for it.
Right.
Yeah, they get their fingers in so many little things that you're doing that it's like, well, I can't just get rid of this because it affects so many different things, whatever it might be.
So CRM's like, what do you want to do with your CRM?
So basically, my thing right now is like we are an affiliate marketing company, right? So we kind of sit between the advertisers and the merchants, advertisers and publishers, and then the brands and merchants, so the people trying to sell products, the e-commerce stores. So basically, I need one is going to be a sales funnel for any clients that we have, so prospecting, all of that kind of stuff for potential clients. The other one is going to be on the publisher side, which is the campaign management side, which is like I've got a contact at Forbes, I've got a contact at this whatever. Like, are they doing a deal or a sale or an article or something like that we need to be aware of so we can feature our clients if possible? And that could be any content site there or any influencer advertiser, but it's just being able having those two sides of the business and then the other thing is just the segmentation of the email. So it's basically, I think they call it, I was talking to a guy today, they were saying lead scoring. So understanding where the opportunities are greatest for the campaign side. If I run a campaign on this website versus this website versus this website, what's going to represent the most value for my clients, then be able to email segment so I can send different emails to those lists and then prioritize my time according to that. So
interesting. Yeah. I'm a fan of Pipedrive. I don't know if you've used that before, because it has a visual sales funnel. It's more for sales. Right. I don't know if it's going to help you with that other half, but I like going into the dashboard. You can make, your sales funnel could be 5 phases: intro call, discovery meeting, follow-up meeting, and proposal, and then close, right? And so it'll give you the visual of that sales funnel when you log in, which I like. I like having that visual and going, okay, I know I have, 100 targeted people all the way in the left column, and then we've got 20. If we have 20 people that are qualified and interested in the next round, then I'm relaxed. The whole idea is to get you to estimate on weighted average of all the people, all the prospective clients. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the biggest thing with business development and doing the pipeline, so it's called Pipedrive, and I go back and forth pipeline, Pipedrive on accident, but
I think that's the idea.
I know, but I think there's one called Pipeline too.
Oh God!
But what you want to do, have your sales funnel kind of eventually you have enough statistics, you have enough sample size of wins and losses with clients of what worked and what didn't. And you can go, okay, because the pressure I used to have was like, I never knew every round until I started doing the math on it consistently. So I could go, okay, we've got 4 proposals out that are, just smaller clients, but that's going to be fine. I don't have to be that. I don't have to go so aggressive to find more business quickly.
Right.
It's all about your sales cycle eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And really,
Right.
honestly, psychology wise, it's your anxiety.
Yeah, exactly what I was going to say. You can look at it and be like, all right, the numbers say that if I have this much here, I should be good and it'll all work out. But you're still going to freak out about it. I mean, it's
Kind of, if I can interject a little bit too, I think kind of the point that we're at right now is,
you may.
I mean, obviously you want to always have a full pipeline of clients, but I'm going to have to find a way to start bringing people on if I want to scale it all too. So I know we talked a little bit of the system side of things, but now also just onboarding and training as far as employees and sourcing employees and all that kind of stuff too. Because I'm still going to have to be very hands-on with the business because I'm still very client facing, but I need other people to help me out if we're going to continue to build.
So that's tough too.
That's like the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's doable. It's doable.
It's just a lot of work, and it's this time that you guys are together that you need to just hammer this stuff out and get it down. Because like a lot of it's, it's front loaded where it's like you get that down, you're probably going to be okay. Then you're just addressing abnormalities. But dude, that's
Well,
it ain't fun.
So you're writing the playbook. Essentially, the way I would try to do it, and I did it kind of sloppy, but I would use Evernote, and I try to write down as many notes as I can while I'm doing whatever work I was doing in the moment. I try to take a second to go, okay, I'm writing the playbook over here because I want to teach it. I need to be able to explain it, right?
Yeah.
And-
It was always, the checklist of whatever needs to be done for this task. Like,
And how do I like it done?
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
mowing down the list. So almost thinking like you're not even like, you're months away from hiring a bunch of other people, I'm sure, but you have to think like you got to hire them like next week. So how would you do it?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of dictating to yourself and your free time kind of stuff. Like if you're walking around going, okay, how can I explain the process of doing this and the way I want it done?
Right.
And just treating Evernote as your own Bible or whatever you want to use, notes app.
Right.
But treating that like you're literally writing every day a playbook to get it done by X.
Yeah, anything with specifics,
And use
numbers
video.
that you need to like just have that maybe you like something done a certain way with a certain percentage of whatever. Just like get that down. Get all these little things down that you can point to and be like, well, that's how it's done right there. It's easy.
Yeah.
And I got it out of my brain because I do a lot of stuff where it's like I don't tell anybody the specifics of whatever, like on our logo,
Right.
the wording is tilted -9 degrees.
Right.
I didn't tell anybody that shit. Like, but I should write it down somewhere probably, for whatever reason. And that's the sort of thing that's like,
Or
if
like-
you want to be serious about it, yeah, you should definitely write that down.
We got pretty good at one point as like going back and forth with video, like and so like by yourself essentially going, hey, this is how I audit a website, for a client, and this is what I look for here, and here, and here, and then I, say this maybe, and so like we would use video a lot of the time to kind of at least capture it, right? You may not go back to it and use it, but you got it there, and you have a little peace of mind there with that. But anything like any difficult process that this is all digital, so you can take a second. Anything you had to troubleshoot for a client, you had to really figure out. You should make it part of your like protocol for y'all to always kind of do some screen grab video of the laptop or someone talking about the situation. Here's how I solved this problem for the client. And that's all internal, right? Now, eventually you might be able to turn those internal, problems you solved into marketing, a marketing content thing. But it's tough. It's not easy, but you have to go, all right, if I was an employee, if I was hired myself, essentially, how would I want it laid out?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you're bringing on people, now you need to figure out what kind of brains you want, right? And
Right.
the video thing's very interesting because you want people that can learn. Like we've learned a lot just by filtering YouTube videos and watching those and gaining skills that way. It's in an ironic way. You have to have a lot of patience to be able to sit there and go through a lot of that stuff and learn how to do whatever app or whatever system. So anybody that can learn on the fly like that, not afraid to go, okay, give me anything, I'll figure it out. If there's some information I can work off of, a video's even better,
These days, somebody being like, don't even do that with me. Like, it's just like, well, did you try and Google it? Just try and Google it first, maybe.
And anything you're
maybe
teaching
it's way
him
easier.
right now, video it. Just put the phone up and just record it.
Yeah.
Get the transcript done on Otter AI, and just
what is it? The Clips app.
Yeah, I like Clips. It's on everybody's
auto.
iPhone, and it'll burn. It'll take the subtitles, the captions, and it'll do it via Siri. But it'll capture that, so you can just do videos with those, and you never know if you're going to use it or not. But using video to your advantage is probably the best way to scale it quickly.
Yeah, we've got a ton of useless videos of us pointing at each other, being like, "Oh, we got a visitor. Well, let me switch cameras. Who's that guy? Who's that guy walking by?
Is that your roadie, bro?
Weed's here.
Yeah,
Weed's here.
All right, man. What's up?
Nice to see you.
That looks like Johnny Knoxville's son.
Is that toilet paper and roses he had in his hands? He had toilet paper and roses.
That was scripted, by the way.
That was totally worked out.
Really fucked up. Toilet paper and roses. I've never had that combo.
Perfect.
What do you? I guess these are fun. These are kind of fun problems to tackle. That's how I kind of look at it in a nerdy kind of way. But you're in a good position. I mean, look, from when we talked to you the first time you came on, look, you've improved in an era where no one's doing that well. So hang your hat on that. Just generally, but look at these problems as these are luxury problems in one way.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
But you can get in that problem where, you always have to be thinking both sides of the brain as the agency owner, bringing in money and then getting the job done and keeping costs as low as you can.
Well,
Right,
a lot of the operation stuff you're doing now is so that you can in the future be the face and be the guy that's going in and making the big deals and all that stuff, because you get bogged down being like, oh, I don't know what we're going to do in this scenario. Let me sit around and think about it. It's like, well, that's how you never grow. But it sounds like you got the right idea on growth and all that. So keep it up.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm pretty, as someone who started, we really started in mid-April was kind of when we had the website software in place and everything, to kind of be at a place where we have, potentially 7-ish clients, 7-8 clients within essentially 4.5, 5 months of operating as a business is pretty happy about that.
Great, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, there's a couple onboarding apps that you might want to look into too. The one I heard about was called Walk Me, like you're going for a walk out in that lush forest out there. It's probably just a template of a bunch of employee onboarding stuff, like we're talking about. But if you wanted something that's a little bit more structured,
Give you a little head start.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
it's like if you want to write a business plan, there's you can go to sba.gov and just they have a form you can fill out to help you out.
The good thing about those things is they're reminders.
Right.
You'll go through and be like, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, we need to address that, whatever it is. An employee handbook. Got one of those. Have fun with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's boring.
How about operating agreements? How are you with those?
Yeah, I mean, Let's talk documents.
We're doing okay on that so far. We have agreements with some of our clients in place. Don't tell them, but one of the new ideas that has kind of come up to me was to charge like a 3% annual fee, almost like a membership fee, to cover some like technology and call it a tech fee. But just like kind of based on the performance that we bring them, that's something, because we don't have a lot of, we have recurring revenue in terms of like monthly, but we don't have any like guarantees. So just trying to get more ways that we can get income into the business. That was something I'm thinking about putting in place.
Yeah, look, your margin is tough too, and that again, you're going to be thinking both sides of the coin, bringing in as much business as you can, and keeping that labor cost down as much as you can. And so, you're always going to be kind of messing with that, and you're going to have to like kind of make your own calculator as you go. I would do like dumb guy math. Like, what can I do? All right, I would talk to a client. We can do this for you, and in my head, I'm like, all right. We can do, this is probably about 80 hours of labor. You're trying to figure it out and what that labor costs. So your cost rate versus your bill rate is always going to be something to think about.
And when you say don't tell your clients, like I'm not editing it. I'm just going to let it roll, dude. Hopefully they're not listening, but
yeah. Well, I'm not going to share this with the clients immediately. So if they find it,
we'll send it to them. Don't worry. Right over.
I won't disclose my client then.
Well, I was going to say, as long as you can justify why you have that expense, which I'm sure you do.
That is a thing. Like being a business owner is this like weird moral feeling that you get. Like it's bad to charge money for stuff. Like just at the base of it, and it's like, dude, you have expenses. Like you need that 3%. Like. Right. You kind of have to get past this thing of like, oh, I don't want to upset my clients. Like, hey, they get to work with you too, is the idea.
Right. Well, and I have a friend that has had a media company, and they're actually about to sell the media company. His name is Mark Lombardi Nelson, and their company's called Shoot to Throw Media out of St. Pete. But he always said, like, whenever he's working with clients and stuff, he just tells them what to do rather than ask them what to do, right? Because like when you put the power emphasis on a client, the client might pull back or start controlling the situation. So like I told Logan, I was like, whenever we're like, we just had that client call today. I said, this is the price that we charge as far as the revenue sharing. And I said, we also have a 3% technology fee at the end. We charge you once a year, basically, essentially. And it wasn't like this is something we want to consider. So as I move forward with a lot of the clients and stuff, I think it is important not only to not feel guilty, but then also be very direct about sort of what your process is or your billing or whatever.
No,
that's great, dude. That's a huge for like to be at that point, because it's like it seems not like a big deal, but it really stops a lot of people from really going next level, I think.
Well, yeah, and like I'm in a B2B marketing agency, and my boss had to like I was used to a really small. I don't even want to call it small because it's technically not a small business is so broad when you say that as a term. So like in my head, small business is like 10 million in revenue or like 10 employees kind of thing. We're like, we were working with like local startup, micro, nano businesses that you had. I got used to that conversation of trying to I'm going to educate. Like I'm going to educate them on what's going on. And you get to this level where I'm working with small, medium businesses and talking to them. My boss is like, you don't have to overdo it. Like you can be just direct.
Not
like
the Queen of England.
They want you to be direct. They see it as efficient at that level. And I'm like, oh yeah.
It's not as personal. It's not their money directly all the time. You know?
At the small to medium business level for B2B, B2B especially, because that's all about being efficient, and that's all about just like no frills kind of world. And so I had to reprogram myself to like kind of take that conversation a different way, and just like you're saying, kind of dictate, okay, well, where are your pain points, and then we're going to help you here, and here. Here's the price.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anything else before
we close
good.
Out? You're on the right track. Every time we see you, a little bit better.
This is actually the most like business dense episode we've had with you.
Maybe ever.
Possibly ever.
I mean,
this is The most what? Business?
Most business dense.
Dense.
Oh, dense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty girthy as far as the business is concerned today.
Bam.
Thank you.
girthyroi. Now, a team player. I like it.
He gets it.
Well,
We'll send you a T-shirt.
All right. I appreciate y'all coming on, and let's talk next month. Let's see how y'all are.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds good.
Cool. It's good meeting you guys.
See ya.
Cool.
Thanks, fellas.